You've got to do this as soon as the interview has finished. 30 seconds outside of the office or 30 steps away from the office. And the thing is, I want you to debrief the candidates first. And there's a couple of reasons for that. I want to debrief the candidate first to get their thoughts so that I can then pass that back to the client. Look, the client is the one that is paying us our fee. So don't go back to the client empty-handed. Let's go back to the client with something. But the second reason, and probably for me the more important reason, is that sometimes candidates, and this might have happened with yourself as well, that maybe you did mess up a little bit in the interview. Maybe you wanted to ask some questions or you didn't answer a question very well. So if, for example, the candidate perhaps they said, oh, do you know what? There was something I said in the interview that it probably didn't come across all that well. If I deal with that now, I can still potentially salvage something from this. I need to know about it though. So let's have a look at the first four, and I'll highlight them as I talk through them. Some of you will know the pre-close as, sometimes people call it the trial close. This is probably the most popular close you will ever use. And we know it's a pre-close because it has the word if in it. If I do this for you, will you do this for me? So you've pretty much been using the pre-close ever since you were a toddler. As soon as you could walk, you've been using this with your parents. So if I tidy my room up, can I have a sleepover at the weekend? So if I do eat my Brussels sprouts, can I have double portions of ice cream? So I'm not going to suggest we use that with our clients and our candidates, but with clients and candidates, it's fairly obvious. You know, if I were to find you the ideal candidate, would you be prepared to offer 55,000? If I could arrange interviews for you next week, Mr. Candidate, could you do Wednesday at 10 o'clock? So the beauty of the pre-close is that we're testing for future commitment. And then we have our paralinguistics. Now I'd like to think that you'll notice that my paralinguistics change depending on how many of these videos you've actually watched. But with your paralinguistics, change the volume, change the pitch, the clarity, the rhythm, the speed. It's this that actually gets people interested. It's this that actually gets people maybe really engaging with you and listening to you. And if you'll notice the quote out there, it says 10% of conflicts are due to difference of opinion. But here's the thing, 90% are due to the wrong tone of voice. Have you ever spoken to somebody and they've misinterpreted what you've said and you've said, well, that's not what I meant. You might have said the same words, but it's how it came across. So why does it work? Because of hubs. Kevin Bacon was well connected. Now, if you're well connected and you have hubs as well, you're going to be able to access people a lot quicker and a lot more accurately and a lot easier as well. So a hub, what is a hub? A hub is someone that is well connected, a really good information source. If you think about hubs, forget about recruitment for a moment, but if you think about what hubs are in the outside world, you can have a computer hub, you know, where lots of communication points are coming in and going out. You've got transport hubs, Gatwick Airport, Schiphol, Heathrow, Victoria train station. Any sort of major terminus, they're transport hubs. There are even meeting points. I know that in London, the Institute of Directors has a networking hub there as well. In the centre of a wheel, you've got a hub because there's lots of points coming into and out from. So hubs are essential people for you to identify and create connections with within your network because they will help you to navigate through your network. They will help you with referrals.